make one mistake and you betrayed the United States.
Damn.
Women suck. Suck. They absolutely suck.
Talk about my wife. Talk about my
Why
wife.
y'all so afraid to tell them that they suck?
Suck a dog on.
Tell
Talk
them that
about
they
my
suck.
wife.
Why y'all so afraid? Why y'all so afraid? Tell them that they suck. Oh man, I've tried so much. Women, why I hate them so much. Oh God, I hate them. I just want love right now. Hating women ain't helping me love right now.
Damn.
Women suck. Suck. They absolutely suck.
Talk about my wife.
Why y'all so afraid to tell them that they suck?
Suck a dog on.
Tell them that they suck. Why y'all so afraid? Why y'all so afraid? Tell them that they suck.
And a couple of my coworkers started calling me sway. I said, why are you calling me that? Because when you stand, you can't stand still. You're always like kind of moving back and forth a little bit. You never just like stand still and relax. Like you're right. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Sway. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Bad pain in my back. Herniation of the disc. I'm dying. I'm just a boomer. I'm dazed. I'm confused. I don't want to be Mr. Views. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Shield day. Sway. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Sway. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth.
What's up, all my Swaniacs?
Welfare check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact, and have fun. Open up my YouTube page, and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food?
Sway.
And can you read my haiku?
Sway.
You're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah. You're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, you're greasy.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish.
Rick and Mob.
Who? Oh, hello, my Swaniacs, Snortamaniacs, and philanthropists, and what else? Filibusterers. Anyways, welcome. Yeah, this is another stream that I didn't really intend on making happen, but it might, or it already is. So yesterday, or I don't even know when, this was on the 7th of May at 2 p.m. my time, so go fucking figure. Like yesterday, I guess. Yeah. Keemstar tweeted at your boy Philip, a 41-year-old man, by the way. Keep that in mind. That's gonna be very important during this stream. DSP, you have 48 hours to apologize to the Lal Cow podcast and work things out. We have a long list of investors, brand deals, fans, etc., etc. Bookie Wings and whoever the third host is are gonna get paid. And that's it. It's just a tweet. Like, Keemstar could have been on the fucking toilet for all I know. He could have been in traffic. He could have been waiting in line at the supermarket. And Dave, our buddy Dave, Mr. I don't get trolled because I don't take the bait. Mr. Not Mr. Views, I guess. Made a whole 16-minute fucking video about it. A 16-minute video. And he asked the internet's help, and he implied that he started to get interested in the possibility of getting something like a restraining order. I don't even know what the fuck like that would be from a dude who literally tweets at you. I think it's called the block button. I think for those people, you just block them and they stop tweeting at you. But yeah, this is full-on fucking bonkers. So let's watch this video first, and then depending on if there's actually more stuff to watch or something interesting, maybe this stream is going to be longer, and maybe it won't be. But in any case, let's just get into it. I saw him getting clapped by the two frogs yesterday for like an hour straight. He died like 20-something times, and this was basically all the gameplay in his stream up until that point. So he just started playing games. He was fighting the frogs for like an hour straight, and that was the whole gameplay. And then he did some more shit. But anyways, I was watching the Chill Murray stream of that. That was funny. It was very entertaining and cathartic. Anyways, yeah, let's get into this. This is a memology video. It's not that it's much different than DSP's video, except it has a very funny face filter that actually makes things better.
Hey everyone, Phil here.
Hey everyone, Phil here. It almost seems like at this point the dude is just waiting for stuff to make emergency videos about. So before we begin with this, let's go to his channel, DSP Gaming, allegedly it's called, and with no space, which I don't really believe, because look at this. These are the videos that get the most views. He puts the shit, like, all he has to do is sit there, cry about stuff for 15 minutes, and then just upload it and highlight it on his channel, and it's gonna get 3,000 views in 6 hours. And everything else is just dog shit. Everything else on this channel is trash. And last time he talked about it for 13 minutes, he got 4,000 views. So this is the only thing that actually brings in anybody to care. And the comments on that video are fantastic, so we're gonna look at the comments later. Because I do enjoy them very much. And some of them are like, makes you wonder, why did he even leave the comments on in that video? Because it's just people calling him out for taking the bait. So anyways, let's start watching this.
Myself in a situation where once again I have to make a video to explain a situation and to give an answer to someone who has been basically bringing me up a lot lately. And I feel like I need to publicly talk about it again, even though I thought that this whole thing was over. I feel like it's best for me to actually bring it up publicly one more time.
Why?
Just to clear the air and let everyone know what's going on. All right, so...
Like, if I was doing this, right, I tweeted some dude, and I caused him to make a 15-minute video crying about it. I would just keep tweeting at the dude.
Since last year, Keem
Oh my god. And it's like grown-ass people. It's not even... They're not even some, like, 16-year-old influencer that films ASMR and, like, drama vlogs and shit. It's a 40-year-old Let's Player. How do you expect people to watch this and think you have some sort of a spine or respect you in any kind of fashion? You just look pathetic.
To contact me. He's been publicly tweeting about me, threatening me and saying I absolutely must contact him or else.
Threatening him
I
or
did
else.
have a little bit of back and forth conversation with him in DMs on Twitter. He even made a series of little cutesy mini videos about me, discussing me from time to time. Oh, very flattering videos, by the way. And after having some discussions with him in DMs, I said, hey, let's talk further via email. He refused. He wanted to actually talk to me on the phone. Now, I found that kind of forward. I was like, whoa.
He found that kind of forward. Come on, you're not supposed to talk on the phone until the second date. Everybody knows that. You're just texting first. Come on.
Oh, well.
Dude, he found that a little forward. Somebody talking on the phone. How can you make a 16 video defending yourself and making yourself look even more of a loser than the dude you're calling a stalker?
All right. Well, the thing is, I kind of had to give him my number because I'd been doxxed years ago.
He had to give him his number because his number was already out there publicly.
About things.
That's what he just
If I
said.
didn't give him my number, he was going to have it anyway. I told him specific times to call, to have conversations. He didn't call me at those times. He was calling me instead at other times that were very intrusive to my life and my work schedule and things. It's kind of weird. I specifically said, hey, I'll be open to talk during these times. Please call. And instead, he kind of invaded my private life and tried to call.
This is early.
Yeah, I'm done with work early today, so I did this. And I saw the drama video dropped, so it's like, well, let's watch it.
At other times, which was really weird. And at that point, I basically kind of ignored the situation. Figured it would go away. It didn't. He continued to keep tweeting about me, talking about me, wanting to talk to me, wanting to get me, involved in my life. It was kind of disconcerting to say the least. I think at least in the last couple of months, I've pretty much made it abundantly clear that I really didn't want to talk to Keemstar. But then he interjects himself into an interview that I'm having on Side Scrollers that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with him.
Yes, it did have a lot to do with him because you were discussing him, Phil. Like, I don't know why he's trying to gaslight you into this mindset of Keemstar just invaded the interview. They were talking about him. That whole segment was about DSP, Keemstar, and the 50K. And the dude who you're talking about, I think it's pretty fair for him to also be able to put out his own statement out there, to be able to participate in the conversation. Otherwise, you're just shit-talking somebody.
And he's still following me around.
Yeah, I think it was totally fair. You agreed to this, Phil. You agreed to this.
About me and saying all this stuff. But what you guys don't know is that it's actually escalated a little further than that. All right, so let's say this.
And this now from
on the internet, who's had so much, smut and shit said about them over the years, complete garbage.
Keep in mind, this next segment is gonna be just like a comedy bit.
People just tend to believe it.
Basically, today. I started receiving gifts. I got a bouquet of flowers showed up to my house. And by the way, it was a very beautiful bouquet of flowers from Keemstar. The thing is, I have allergies. And so when they showed up, I was like, oh, this is actually a really bad idea. My eyes started to tear up immediately. I started to get sneezy. I was like, oh, this is bad. Obviously he didn't do his research.
This really is like a really stupid segment. Because you're making a drama video, right? You're making a drama video where you have to be as factual as possible. No, how about I made this weird comedy sketch segment?
He also did send some delicious
definitely gonna work out great.
Something for those who don't know,
gourmet chocolate.
And so when those showed up,
he's a chocoholic.
Situation that I am trying to avoid the guy. I mean, the chocolates are here, so I ate them, and man, they were absolutely delicious. But still, not interested. But then finally, the thing that kind of, was kind of the big deal maker for me. He sent a ginormous box of EL fudge cookies. All right, now we all know that those people that live in that hollow tree with Keemstar there and him, they're just experts at this. This is what they do. Those other Keebler elves and him, they're really good at making cookies. So I used to eat yellow fudge when I was a kid.
This is like, it's so fucking stupid because it became old. It overstayed its welcome literally like 10 seconds after it started.
Like, man, I can't let these go to waste either. And I started picking out, and I realized.
And you're making him seem like a cool guy. He sent you cookies and gourmet chocolates.
What am I doing here to myself, right? I thought I made it abundantly clear, but I guess I didn't. So now I have to make this video specifically to say publicly, directly to Keemstar, as well as the rest of the internet, I will not go out with you, Keemstar. All right, I'm sorry. I know you're interested. I know you've been trying now for about a year, and you've been really it's like real try hard mode. I get it. You know, I've been there when I was younger. I had a crush on someone, and I was kind of like trying to totally get her attention constantly, and it didn't work out for me. Sure. What the fuck? By the way, just so you know, I am married, all right? And so
By the way, I am married.
Man, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I ate your chocolates. I should have probably.
And he tries to like look like he's not entirely taking the bait with this whole comedy segment, and he looks like he's trying to turn it into a joke, but it's completely serious. He's just making a 15-minute long drama video.
Rejected them. I couldn't help it. They were so delicious. But anyway, the funny part is, obviously, everything I'm saying here is a joke, but I swear to God, with how the situation has gone in the last year.
Like what?
It's kind of creepy at this point.
How is it creepy, Phil? What is creepy about this? It's some dude. I think the creepier thing is some dude tweeting at you and you making lengthy videos and rants about how it's serious and how you might feel like you're even in danger. That's fucking ridiculous, DSP. This is the creepy thing. You look like the weirdo because this dude just tweeted at you. And he tweets about everything. You can go through his Twitter. He tweets about, look, Boogie and Wings. He tweets about Tipster. He tweets some shit about some hotel guest. What? A hotel guest woke up to find the hotel manager sucking on his toes in the middle of the night. Yeah, this is the kind of shit Keemstar tweets about. He shit posts on Twitter. And you take the shit post and you make it like it was a death threat. Like the dude posted like a gun and pictures of tickets to Renton. Come on, man.
Right? Like
you're the weirdo in this. You look like the weirdo.
You might say, why is Darkside Phil making another video about?
Yeah, you might say this, and you're gonna be entirely correct. Why is this dude making video 5,000 and segment 5,000 talking about it?
Does Keemstar live rent free in his head? No, he won't stop talking about me. He's still talking about me again today. Even though I made a series of announcements on this very channel in the last few days stating I want nothing to do with this man. He can't seem to get it.
Dude, this filter is tripping me the fuck out. But somehow it makes this even more entertaining.
To his egotistical head that I don't want any association with him. I will never work with him under any circumstance. He doesn't seem to get it. Like, it's kind of like a stalkerish person who's trying to go out with someone and won't take no for an answer.
A stalkerish person. Bro, he's not even serious, you fucking dumbass. I mean, if he's serious, then the joke is on him. But I don't think he's serious. He knows how shitposting works. And the more you give him a response, the more he's gonna keep doing it. Dude.
No, I don't want...
Because if I was Keem now, I would just post another tweet and say, Phil, you have less than 2 hours to respond. Hey, big ups for the 5 gifted memberships, AMAC.
I wanna sway. I wanna work with you, but there's a chance? No, there's no chance. I still don't like you. I still don't want to work with you. I don't think that you're ethical. I want nothing to do with you. Actually, 0%, 0.0% would be the chances. Oh, but maybe if I say it this way, or maybe if I threaten.
No, it's not. Threaten?
Maybe if I offer this.
What was the threat, though? What was the threat?
No. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, to get everyone caught up here on what's going on, because I'll very, very briefly summarize it. Keemstar wanted me to be on a...
And now again, we get a summary. We get a daily summary about this. Like, DSP, how many new viewers do you think you have that don't know all about your fucking drama going on constantly? How many people?
Podcast with Boogie and Wings of Redemption last year. He wanted to call it the Lol Cow Cast, and he wanted to offer us each $50,000 to be on this show. Okay? I didn't want to do it because I want nothing to do with the guy. If I wanted to be on a podcast with Boogie and Wings, I would just try to do it outside of having his involvement. I don't like Keemstar as a person. I don't like him as a businessman. I don't trust him.
He doesn't like him as a businessman.
Nothing to do with him. So he kept
What
trying
does that
to
even mean,
contact me
bro?
last year, and it didn't work.
I guess it's because he's a misery broker.
Out. He literally couldn't call me at the times I told him to call, and he wouldn't email or DM me the details of anything, so it just died. Out of nowhere this year, he shows up during an interview I'm having on the Side Scrollers. He has nothing to do with the interview.
He absolutely does. You were talking about him. You were talking about the whole segment was about him. You and him. And you were there. He wasn't. So he joined. It's pretty simple.
He has nothing to do with me or my life, but he interjects himself personally into the interview for no reason. Talking about this show. I'm like, I don't want to do this show with you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're out of your mind. What it is this guy seems to have it in his head that he is so important. He is so powerful and rich or whatever it may be that no one can ever say no to him.
Dude, this is like, oh my God, I get it now. I get it now. It's really is that narrative in his head. Like Phil thinks like he's one of those underdogs in movies, right? Where the villain, he can buy anybody, but there's this one dude with like unlimited integrity and you can't buy him, no matter how hard you try. He thinks he's that one dude.
Communication, or there's got, you can't say no. For some reason, if he makes an offer, someone has to accept it.
Bro, it's not even like serious at this point. They don't give a fuck if you join or not. They know you're not joining. It's been obvious for a long time now.
It's not reality.
It's just funny that he can keep basically posting the same thing over and over again, and you make tens of minutes long videos.
But that's the reality that apparently he lives in. So
the reality he lives in.
He's been stalking me. Literally.
He's been stalking me literally. What?
For a year. He won't leave my name out of his mouth.
He's been stalking me literally.
Constantly bringing me up.
Are you serious?
He wants to be on his show. Then he threatens me to be on it. Threats aren't going to get me on your show.
Threaten with what?
I'm already not interested, and now you threaten me on top of it. It's not going to work. All right? So the only reason this is coming up this week is because recently, behind the scenes, I had some conversations with a third party who was representing Boogie.
Okay, and this is a recap of that specific drama,
with them,
which is separate drama from this, but it's all interconnected. It all fucking sucks.
I'd be interested. We were supposed to wait until Boogie and Wings had their boxing match. I guess it's in a week or two. And when they were done with that, we were supposed to have conversations about it and maybe get it going and see what would happen. But we literally didn't even have a conversation about it yet in person. It was just ideas through a third party. Okay? Well, what ended up happening was Boogie
this shit is so shady
that we had been talking about.
Boogie let slip. No, it just wasn't that much of a secret. He let slip. You guys should all have made a pinky promise to keep it a secret. So Keem Star, he doesn't know. It's literally like I said the other day, like having a group chat with all of your friends except one friend, and he's not supposed to know because you don't like him because he's annoying. So let's make a new group chat.
Because he was interviewed by the Side Scrollers, I guess, this past week, and when he let it slip on the show that this was happening,
this is embarrassing. It's like
infuriated that we would do a podcast without him, and he went back to Boogie and Wings and basically said, well, now I'm going to offer them their money again, their 50 grand, only now I'm going to find a third host because Phil doesn't want to do it.
Fucking fuck this guy. Piece of fucking shit. Hate this fucking team. I hate these fucking players. I hate my fucking life. I'm going home. I'm drinking a whole thing of fucking Jack tonight.
So he makes a tweet about this Friday night on his Twitter.
Okay.
DSP has been kicked off the Lolcow cast, and we're going to find a third member. Who should it be? Everyone give me your opinions.
And he knows when he says that DSP's getting kicked off, you can telegraph exactly the type of response that DSP is going to give you. I never was kicked off because I never was part of it. Like, he's so predictable. You control him in very specific ways, and you know exactly what you're going to get, and you get it every time. It's literally how Snow Carl works. Snow Carl has given us dozens of ranting segments by just asking him stuff that you can just predict the answer to.
I read him, I'm not on the podcast. I never was. I never talked to him about it. I never agreed to do it. How can you kick me off of a podcast I'm not on? Again, it's delusion. It's actual egotistical delusion, like a stalker who won't leave you alone.
A stalker. He's stalking me.
In their head when they get rejected. Okay?
Oh, man.
I publicly made a video here a couple nights ago telling you all what was going on, saying, hey, listen, the only thing that's happening from my understanding is I'm having a conversation with Boogie and Wings behind the scenes about a podcast with us. I don't know about him being involved with anything because he's not.
This is like when he talks about his depression, right? Because you make the actual issue sound trivial, and you basically kind of you make it worth less. Because like when people have stalkers, there are literally some YouTubers that have people breaking into their house. There's some celebrities that have people actually follow them around and show up to their house, show up when they go out to take out the trash. And this dude is crying about a dude posting tweets about him and calling him a stalker and feeling that he's in danger.
That's not the discussion we're having. If he thinks he's involved, I want nothing to do with it. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, hold on. It's muted.
100. Check.
Hold on, what?
Got kicked and elbowed last night in the pit. 100. Check.
100. Were you in a 100 Gex concert? Is that what's supposed to mean? Yeah, I'm not surprised. You got kicked and elbowed. The mosh pits go crazy, dude. They sway too much.
Sway.
Back and
I was
forth.
never on a show. He's
Big
not.
ups prodigal stunner.
Okay. The next morning, I get told by a bunch of people, well, now what's happening is Keemstar's upset, and so he contacted Boogie and Wings, and he's trying to do the show without you, and he offered them the money again. So that whole podcast with you guys is off the table. And I'm like, well, I don't know. They said nothing to me. I did reach out to them. I tried to get an answer. I didn't initially get an answer. They ignored me. So I talked on my podcast the next day, I think this was like Saturday morning, and said, listen, here's the deal. I wish Boogie and Wings the best, but I'm done with this drama. I want nothing to do with it. I really, I'm just completely done with it. I just want to move on with my life and not be involved in any of this stuff. I'm done.
Yeah,
with
you
it.
can do that. You just block all of them. Block the fat fucking idiots. Block Keemstar and do your thing. And block anybody in chat who keeps you trying to make you talk about this shit.
Answer is, if it has any involvement with Keemstar, I don't want involvement. I'm moving on.
Okay.
So
Then don't be involved. You are being involved right now.
for them, if they want to do business with Keemstar and they make a lot of money and they find a third host and they make $1 million each, great for them. I don't care. Just leave me out of it.
He doesn't
Leave me
care.
alone, I'm done.
Imagine if
Okay?
that happens, he's gonna have multiple salty segments. I never wanted to be a part of this anyways.
And that's where I left it Saturday morning.
But if I was a part of it, they would make even more money.
I think that's it. That's the end of it, right? I've said my piece. We're done.
Yeah. A dude who doesn't care and wants to be kept out of drama makes multiple drama videos in multiple drama segments on his podcast. That's what people who don't care do.
Shit, I'm done. I get up this morning, everyone's telling me, oh, did you know Keemstar tweeted about you again? I'm like,
Oh no, he tweeted about you again, Phil.
what?
And dude, I know that Keemstar literally could just go to Seattle and DSP is gonna have a meltdown. Keemstar just can do that.
Like,
Of course, it's not happening now because he's gonna do the fight in London and everything.
have I not made it?
But all it's gonna take is just some like some random fake bait. It's like, Phil, I just booked some tickets to Renton, man. I'm gonna come and like interview you.
Abundantly, straightforwardly clear. Again,
And he's gonna think that he's in danger or something.
it's like the mindset of a stalker that won't
Mindset
take no
of the
for an
stalker.
answer. He keeps talking about me. So now he made a tweet overnight saying DSP now has 48 hours to publicly apologize to the Lolcow cast, and then he can be on the show again. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you deaf or stupid or both? Okay? Wow. You know, I really feel at this
And
point.
it worked,
I
man.
wish
It
I were
worked.
joking. I'm starting to get scared. I'm starting to think I should contact someone about getting a restraining order against this guy. Like, he won't take no for an answer. I've said it 1,000,000 times. I want no involvement with Keemstar whatsoever. All right,
Okay.
none. I
You're
don't
being
want nothing to
involved
do with
right
this
now.
man. I want him to leave me alone and stop mentioning him, stop considering me for a show or any projects. I want no business relationship whatsoever with Keemstar ever in my entire life. Done. And when I'm dead and buried, I don't want you digging up my body for things either. Or when I'm burned and I'm cremated, I don't want you trying to get my ashes. All right? I want you away from me. I want nothing to do with you at all. I don't understand why this guy keeps bringing me up. I don't get it. I'm at a loss. It's, again,
Dude, I don't even know what's going on. Look at this.
the only thing that I can think of is that I'm the only person in his entire life who's actually told him no.
What?
I don't want to do anything with him.
Yeah, I told you it's the narrative of the man with unlimited, infinite integrity. He can't be bought. He can't be swayed. He can't be manipulated.
Sway. Can't handle that.
He can't.
I'm the only person in his entire life. You can see he just makes shit up. Just makes shit up.
The fact that someone would say no,
Incredible.
especially someone like me who he knows I could use money, it would help me, but
Okay.
I have morals. And some people
has
say, well, you can't
morals.
swallow your pride. There's a difference between swallowing your pride or actually having an ethical code that tells you don't do business with this person.
Ethical
who does
code.
things you don't stand for. I don't like the way that he operates. I think he's hurt people. I even hear more stories. I keep hearing more stories about how he just started a new show called the Keemstar Show, and apparently within a couple of months of the show running, one of the
Apparently. Isn't this slander? Isn't this what he would consider slander? If you do this for Phil, if you have a live stream, right? And you say, well, apparently DSP like groomed his ex-girlfriend or something, and she was like 15 when they started dating. Apparently, like I keep hearing these stories, man. I watched a YouTube video about it. He would want you to be in jail. He would want you to be in a fucking straitjacket.
wanted to quit, and he gave him a hard time, and now he's slandering that person. It's like, wow, here's a case in point. Something he
Case in point, you didn't really make much of a point because you just said some alleged things that you heard from somebody, and by hearing them, it's probably somebody sent him a fucking email about it.
just did a business relationship.
Because people just snitch on other people and send DSP emails. He's like an actual, like a mafia boss. He's an actual mafia boss. People snitching on other people, sending him emails.
That fell apart, and now this guy's being destroyed by Keemstar because he has a business relationship with him. So how would that be a good example of how I would want to go into business with someone? I'd be nuts, right? So listen, again, Boogie and Wings can do absolutely whatever they want, and they can find a third host for the show. I don't care. I want nothing to do with a lol cow cast, and never did.
I'm so tired of this lol cow
It
cast.
wasn't gonna be like
I just
that.
want this to be over. I need to make a 15-minute video how I want nothing to do with it.
It's gonna be a serious show with serious topics. We're really some
Then I don't care about the fucking lol cow cast. Phil, stop talking about it.
dignity, not call each other lol cows and act like assholes. Okay.
Okay.
So, I hope now, after publicly making this video, and I certainly hope everyone will share this video. Share it with the whole fucking internet.
Everyone share this 15-minute video of a dude rambling and having an extended comedy segment. Please
Let them
share
know.
this. Share this with your mama. Send it to her on Facebook. Post this on LinkedIn.
Phil Burnell, Darkside
Hi,
Phil.
Phil
and they
Burnell.
know. I'm an evil, dirty, heinous scammer who steals money from little children. First of all, I don't want to go out with Keemstar. I'm married and I have no interest in him whatsoever. And number two, I want no business relationship with him whatsoever. None. No relationship at all. Leave me alone. Don't mention me. Don't bother me. I'm going to stay here and make content for my audience, and I want nothing to do with you. I'm publicly stating it as clearly and concisely as possible. All right? So,
Clown mode. Are we gonna get the restraining order segment yet?
do I want to be on the Lol Cow cast? Well, let me think about it. No. No, I don't want to be. All right? At all. I'm telling you as abundantly clear as I can make it. I want nothing to do with it at all. There's no circumstance where I'm going to change my mind. There's no circumstance where it's worth the hassle, the trouble, and being stalked all over the internet. All right?
Stalked
I'm
all
done
over
with
the internet.
Please.
What the fuck does that mean? Being stalked all over the internet?
Leave me alone. I'm trying to be
Grandpa.
as nice about it as possible at this.
Consequences will never be the same.
All cracks aside about you being a Keebler elf, even though, you know. Yeah, I'm done with
That's the thing, man. You can call him a keyboard elf, but you're the dude who's paranoid to go outside. And the only way you can cut wrestling promos and be a tough guy is in videos like this. While Keemstar can just freely go outside and just take a plane to somebody and talk to them in person, like he did with Boogie and Wings. So he's not really much of a keyboard elf.
I just don't want to deal with it
Or Keebler elf. What the fuck is that even? What is a Keebler elf?
anymore. All right? Leave me alone. You have fun with your guys over there. You make money. Good for you. I don't even know how I even came up in the discussion because I never had any.
Oh, it's from a commercial? Oh, it's a cookie brand. Okay, well, this makes no sense. So it's basically the old meme of Keemstar as a gnome.
association with
I
you
guess.
before. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't even make sense. And again,
Yeah.
I literally
But of course, it's something from an ad. This dude, everything he knows about the world is from an ad.
got kicked off the podcast 2 days ago, even though I wasn't on it. And now, 2 days later, more tweets. Oh, he could be back on if he apologizes. What are you talking about? This is literal.
You're
not
just
logical
repeating
thinking.
it.
This is like crazy person thoughts.
Crazy
in their
person
head.
thoughts.
Oh, he really wants to be on the show. No, he really wants.
No, bro, no. He never was
to be on
thinking
the show.
about
He's gonna do
this.
another check. Maybe he'll do it now. Maybe he'll do it
How
now.
are you so
No,
fucking stupid?
I don't. Leave me alone. And I mean it too. Like, stop this. If this continues, I might have to start looking into like, what can I do to protect myself from someone who won't
From
leave
what?
me alone. I'm
How is he not leaving you alone? You can block them, Phil.
tired of it. At this point, it's become like a mass campagin against me to keep bringing
mass
it up in a negative
campaign?
way. I'm done
What?
with it, man. I
Yeah.
don't bring up Keem unless someone brings him up talking about me first. I don't care about this guy. We couldn't be further apart in mindset and what we do with content on the internet. So why do I have to keep being in his mouth? And why do I have to keep bringing it up? I don't want to anymore. I'm done. All right? So please stop. Everyone out there, stop the madness, because that's what
Stop
it is.
the
I have
madness.
no
The
interest in any of
madness.
this shit. I just want to be here making fun, chill content for my audience, and be left alone from this worldwide
This is
drama.
embarrassing.
Everyone keeps trying to pull me.
Honestly, good thing he doesn't have kids, because his kids would get endlessly teased. It's worse than if he was a porn star or something. They would endlessly get teased. It's like, hey, Phil Jr., your daddy made another drama video last night. Did you see that one? Did you see that one? He's shitting on Keemstar now, Phil Jr.
into. I have no interest in your bullshit.
Thank God he doesn't have kids.
Leave me out of it. Okay? So, am I gonna be on the Lolcow
Is
cast?
this like, if this was my dad, I would just cause a very dangerous accident in my household.
No. Do I have interest in working with Keemstar? No. Am I gonna go out with Keemstar? No. Do I like chocolate? Well, yes, I like chocolate. But I'm not gonna be eating any more chocolate from Keemstar. I've had enough.
This filter, man.
I'm now washing my hands of it.
This filter. Look at the egg face. The egg face. Jesus Christ, with the snort sacks and everything.
Publicly, this is it. I'm done.
Man.
If anything else is said out of that man's mouth, he's nuts. Just as soon as he says DSP at all in a tweet, in a video, any
All
of
right.
his
How
content.
about this, Sway? Listen up, Sway. You go on Twitter, okay? You block Keemstar. You block Review Tech USA. You block Wings. You block Boogie. You close your DMs and you mute every word that ever bothers you. And you will never get stalked ever again. Ever. Okay? And while you're at it, you can delete your Twitter, delete your YouTube, and get a job.
He's nuts. He's an obsessed person who needs to be stopped. Quite frankly, authorities need to be involved at this point.
Authorities! We're gonna call the internet police. We need the cops. This dude didn't go to the cops when his identity was stolen. He didn't go to the cops when people leaked his bank account records and they had his social security fucking number and they were fucking with him and allegedly stole $9,000. He didn't go to the police. But a dude is tweeting mean things at him. Not even like calling him names. He's just tweeting stuff at him that he doesn't like. The police need to be involved. The cops need to be involved.
Because he won't leave me alone, and I'm tired of dealing with this guy. Leave me alone. All right? That's as clear.
Leave me alone. He didn't even threaten to like show up at his house. He didn't threaten to hurt him in any way. He didn't threaten to sue him. He didn't threaten to DMCA him or flag him or anything. He just tweeted some shit that Phil didn't like. And it made his little...
concise as I can possibly make it. And I hope that message is now abundant to everyone and we can stop wasting our time with this nonsense.
So let's read some comments. The comments to this video are actually very high quality, as opposed to any other comment under a DSP video. Right. First, we got, this is ultimately your fault. You keep responding to him and talking about him. Just stop. Block all communication with him and stop worrying about what he says. You keep saying you want to clear the air, but all you're doing is feeding him by talking about him as well. Next one. You know Keem loves it when you keep talking about him, right? Attention and drama is his livelihood. If you want him to stop, simply stop engaging with him. But have you talked about him? But you have talked about him every single day these past 3 days. Of course he's gonna keep going. And these are comments that Phil has approved, by the way. These are his approved comments. Once you declined the first time, you should have just stopped talking about it and ignored it. Then we got, this one is great. Cops, I need a restraining order. Okay, against who? Keemstar? He's like an internet guy? Well, the digital version of a restraining order is just the block button. Pikachu face.
Sway.
Not gonna lie, you had me fooled till you mentioned Keem living with the Keebler elves. That was fucking hilarious. It really was, man. I laughed so hard. Then we got, and this is KG. KG Halion. Mr. Cuck himself. Like, he's the dude, the dick eating is crazy with him. He's on a steady diet of DSP dick and balls. Man, stop getting baited. You know that podcast is never really gonna happen and Keem just wants to fuck with you. Even this dude realizes, and he runs the DSP gaming forums. And this one is the best. This one is the best. Keem is incredibly scary at this point. Please, keep you and your family safe and do whatever needs to be done. This Keem Star dude is scary. Real talk.
Talk about my wife.
Keemstar cannot let it go. He has a narcissistic power trip issue. He's mentally not all there, says a dude in DSP's comment section. The joke's right himself. And then we have literally a Bible verse. John 2:15. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. What do you have to say about this, Pastor?
Let me tell you something, brother. When I hold a man's penis,
No. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Talk about my wife.
No. Anyways. So yeah, this is some fantastic comments. He approved all of these. Man, this is so good. And of course, it's a drama video. Of course, it got more views than anything he's done recently that is a part of his content. Actually, things that are chill, meaningful, interactive that he loves doing, right? These videos that he hates doing, they're the only one that actually do numbers and are kind of worth doing in a way. So let's see my sub box. What's up here? 'Cause I think there was some clips that dropped yesterday. A DSP put Slayer in his place. What's up with that?
Shout out to Hate
The internet has DSP versus the internet has new rules. Oh.
Army.
Your name is Hate Army? Saying Hate Army shit.
Hate Army.
Do we have
shout
like
out.
a did he single out Slayer or we just heavily implied that it was him? Oh, I want to see that one.
Shout out for Hate.
Shout out for Hate.
Today's my react day,
Sway.
meaning every single Saturday, we do a major.
Oh no, this was on Saturday. I watched this. This was on the pre-stream. Yeah, I watched this. You can go back and see it and rewind the stream to a different day. There was the Ogdo Bogdo thing. This is not very interesting because it's just the same thing over and over again.
Anyway, what the fuck is that stupid hitbox? What a dumb fight.
Yeah, it was just this. It's just him fighting two frogs that have like 5 attacks in total. So it's just him couldn't learn like five attacks. That's all they got. They got the tongue attack, the like a jumping attack, and some random other bullshit.
Rotates with you as you run and throws his tongue out perfectly to grab you no matter where you are.
It's just worthless gameplay.
Amount of area.
And
it's
excuses.
ridiculous. Not even what's animated on the screen.
Not even animated. But if there's one thing we can agree on is the
Does a side flip instead of a jump. I didn't do a side flip.
For a
I'm doing
Souls-like
regular jump, double jump. The game sometimes doesn't give you a
for a Souls like the Jedi Outcast, whatever it is called, Jedi Survivor, they're very clunky and not very responsive. Because when you have a Souls like, it needs to be responsive as hell.
What did I
When
do
you press
wrong?
parry,
I knew
you
it
need
was
to
coming.
parry
I've only
immediately.
dodged that attack a
That's
million
very
times.
important.
The game doesn't even work.
And from playing the first one, I was left under the impression that it's not like that.
dude. What a piece of fucking shit. Oh.
And there we go. So I guess that's it. What do we have? He doesn't ack when laughing. Is this from yesterday? Let's actually just pull up his yesterday's pre-stream. Let's see what that shit is about. And I can skip through all the dog shit. So this is basically gonna be like a 5-minute segment. Podcast fun and Jedi Survivor rage, then progress. This is like Jade wrote this title. So fucking mind-numbing. And I can imagine him like uploading the video and thinking about, what should the title for this be? Podcast fun. And what did I play? Jedi Survivor? Jedi Survivor rage. And then I made progress. So then progress. Fantastic. I mean, look at this fucking podcast name. Look at this. The Level 1 Podcast, episode 17. What? Did they get reset? Since he deleted all these, What? He legit did, though. He restarted it from episode 1. Because he deleted 250 episodes. This dude is fucking sick. I never noticed this before. And I don't think anybody else did or pointed it out. He legit started from episode 1, since he deleted all the ones that were copyrighted. God damn, this dude is so fucking stupid, man. Jesus Christ. So yeah, this one is called episode 17, a chill show of interaction and fun. What a descriptive fucking title. What a descriptive title. God, this is ass. So let's start through this.
I have around 2 hours worth.
Of course, it's quiet as hell because it's a dark side Phil video.
I need to take time away. How would I do that? You know, between all these streams that I do. So it's definitely worth it to take the night off from streaming in order to get that done, and that way we can head full force into the rest of the month without having to worry about any interruptions. Hopefully, knock on wood, there will be none. You know, obviously I didn't plan on any interruptions earlier this week, and there were some. But I will move forward positively and hope for the best for the rest of the month. So, welcome everyone. How are you? Again, I hope I find you healthy and happy. I hope you're having a good weekend. And if you're not, hopefully we can do something about that on today's show. All right?
Yeah, Skip.
Housekeeping stuff, so that way everyone's kind of...
Housekeeping stuff, Skip.
As you know, once a week on Saturday, I do a...
And are we going to discuss the rules again?
It's basically my channel members on that channel. This is my sister channel. You can find it at youtube.com.
Sister channel.
DSP Reacts. It's been in operation now for 3 months. And every Saturday we do the show. Members nominate clips for me to watch. And it's a big variety show. The whole point is that I'm watching variety of stuff.
I wonder, can I hit him with like a green screen filter?
In the last 2 to 3 episodes, we keep getting...
Oh, now we're going to complain about this, yeah.
All right?
Very similar submissions.
So I kind of talked on the show
It's almost like you have no personality to the point where people don't even know what you like. So they just send you random stuff that they like and you hate them because you just don't like stuff in general. And the things that his audience knows about him is that he likes Street Fighter and food. So they just send him Street Fighter and food videos and cat videos.
Okay. About this, I said the best way to have a variety show is to have it be variety. And I understand if, like, for example, I react to a clip and you liked it, you're like, oh, I'd like to see Phil do that again. But the problem is if you keep doing it over and over and it's so similar, it gets boring. So think of it this way. You have a favorite comedy show that you watch every week. And the first week they tell a really funny joke. Wow, that's funny, that's good. But then you watch it the next week, and they tell the same joke. So, all right, you might laugh. Okay, maybe it's a running joke. But then when it has the 3rd week, the 4th week, it's the same joke. It gets tired, it gets stale, and it kind of gets annoying, right? Like, why are they still doing this?
You guys are annoying, sending those same videos over and over again.
The same kind of clips every single week. It's going to get played out. And so, for example, there's been certain kinds of food vlogging. There's been certain kinds of skits.
Do you think that red fedora hat is a cry for Panda?
I don't know if it's a cry for Panda, but it definitely looked better on Panda than on him. With that red fedora, he looks like actually disturbing. And yeah, that makes it really ironic when he calls people mentally ill or mentally challenged. Because like you look at him in this red fedora and you're like, yeah, Phil, yeah, keep on talking, keep on talking.
You know, comedy skits, animations, things that it seems like every week we're doing the same stuff. So I kind of laid down the law yesterday during the show, and I was like, guys, the best way
he's over-explaining this in such a way because he doesn't want to piss off the people that are actually paying him for the membership, and he knows that his fans get randomly pissed off at things, like really minor things. So you can be like, you can be a DSP fan, and people telling you for 10 years straight that he's a scammer, he's a fucking toxic piece of shit, he doesn't appreciate his fans, he doesn't respect anybody, he doesn't respect his own viewers, he's lazy, etc., etc. And you don't mind that. But the moment he hates on a video game that you like, or he says something about some anime that you like, and he goes toxic on it, you get pissed off and you leave. There's been so many cases of that. It's ridiculous.
This would be variety. And why don't we...
So he's trying to not piss him off by saying, hey, you know, this type of video like really sucks, man. I hate it. Because that guy is going to get pissed off. He's going to leave, not come back. Because his viewers are just as much of babies as he is.
Maybe there was stuff that worked 3 months ago when I started the show, and we haven't done it in a long time. And I was thinking in my head, man, some of those tourism vlogs that we actually started with were quite interesting. Why don't we go back to those? Or remember there was the bike delivery guy? Those were really fascinating.
Oh yeah, fascinating.
It's been like 3 months. We haven't.
What is fascinating about it is just a dude delivering food.
And man, there were things that
fascinating.
Might be refreshing every once in a while to go back to. Why don't we do stuff like that? So I'm just saying. I hope people understand. I wasn't trying to like get on people and be like, "Oh, your submissions are bad" or anything.
No, that's what actually you are saying. They're ruining your show and your format by sending you things that don't work, right? But also they don't work for you, and they pay for the pleasure to send you those things. So regardless of what those things are, according to your format that you decided, you gotta watch them and not complain about them.
Variety show.
And if you want the format to be better, then pick the videos yourself based on what you think is good for your channel. But you can't do that because you don't know what is good for your channel. That's kind of the whole thing. That's why his audience decides everything that happens on the channel, because he got no idea. And he masks it all as positivity and interaction.
And for it to succeed, you really do need to have variety and not the same thing week in, week out. So what I'm going to do next week is be a little bit more selective. All right, now if you're an ultra member of DSP Reacts, which means you're the highest level member on that channel, you're guaranteed to have your video clip watched. But I kind of
if it sucks? He's gonna cry about it.
Because there was one or two of them that tried to sneak something in there that's kind of not what we're going for on the show.
Like
what?
The woman cooking?
Literally, the real reason for the cooking vlog was because there was a woman who was wearing this insanely skimpy dress.
Insanely skimpy dress.
6 million views on YouTube.
Okay.
Literally every comment on the video is about the woman, not about the food.
Okay.
That's the whole point. You can tell they were trying to go for that kind of...
Oh, you can tell. You can tell. This dude can tell when a video is a sketch, when a video is a joke, when a video is satire, but he could tell when a video that wasn't intended to be sexual is sexual. What a fucking loser incel. It's ridiculous.
Mention on YouTube.
Sure, the chick is hot. Sure, she's wearing a hot outfit. I wouldn't call it skimpy because women dress up like that and walk on the streets constantly. And it's a pretty normal thing, especially during summertime. But he's trying to make it seem like it was some softcore fucking porn.
I don't want to watch that kind of video. All right, I'm not interested in it. It's stupid.
He's not in.
And
It's
I don't
stupid.
want to become an ultra member.
Somehow it's stupid.
Videos that I'm not interested in, I'm not gonna watch. You know, watch it for what? 30 seconds and skip it. It's dumb. So
can we actually find that video? Was it how was it called? Creole? It's like that. Creole cooking thing. Let's try and find it. Hey, there it is. There it is. It's seafood cornbread dressing. Mom's kitchen. And obviously, the thumbnail. Obviously, look at that. Look at that dumpster. Look at that dumpster. Obviously, you want to get up all up in that.
What's up, yo?
But that's what a clickable thumbnail means. This is a very clickable woman.
Gang, what?
Very fine specimen.
Give my mom a...
And let's see the comments. Are all the comments? Yeah, came for the cornbread, stayed for the cake. It was the greatest gardening tutorial I've ever seen. Yeah, it was it was just a good thumbnail, man. I wouldn't say it's skimpy because if you look at DSP and Cat, remember that video? DSP and Cat. She was showing way more tits than this lady is showing. Would you say this outfit was skimpy?
Favorite Stephen King.
Even though from the sausage position you can't even tell.
Nation, dude.
But Cat was showing way more skin than this lady is. This lady is showing all the right merchandise, and this lady is showing all the wrong merchandise.
All right, what's up, everyone? Good evening. Phil and Kat here. Welcome to a special IRL.
This is so weird, man.
It's Friday the 13th.
So weird fucking vlog.
2018. July 8th, 13th.
It's so awkward.
And we're gonna be doing pretty much very similar to how we did last time.
God damn.
It was a 3-hour stream where we basically just sat here and kind of
You
talked.
just
to you guys
get.
and answered a lot of
Oh
questions.
no.
All right.
No, look at this. Hold on. Go back. Pay attention to her face. We start off with a smile, right?
We're gonna be doing pretty much very similar to how we did last time we did this stream.
Now she looks at chat, and her smile and optimism gone.
Basically just sat.
Gone. It's almost like somebody sucked it all out.
And that's kind of what we're planning on doing this time.
Yeah.
As well.
Come on. You knew this was gonna happen. Stop looking.
I
Stop.
need to update the stream stats right now.
Stop.
We actually
Stop.
have 515 subs. Let me
Help.
question. Sway. 4 to 15.
And this dude he's just counting subs. He doesn't give a fuck.
Currently Derek. Let's get Derek.
He's being literal. The top cheer is Derek. And he spelled him as Derox.
The fuck did I just type?
Very nice. This is ridiculous, man. So yeah, tell me about Incredibly Skimpy. Do we have here the most replayed? Do we have a...
And it's nice and hot. I'm going to start off with some butter.
Twilight sparkle in the house! Exclamation mark.
Twilight Sparkle? Was this from My Little Pony? Hold on. Twilight Sparkle. What is that a reference to? I'm feeling like a boomer right now. Hello? Okay, I'm waiting for it to load.
Are raw. Like I said, they've already been washed and deveined and all that stuff. So I'm not going to fully cook them.
Hell yeah, get you a moment like this that can make you a nice, delicious Creole cuisine. Anyways, let's go back to this incel crying about
Be
shit.
in line, you know, with what the requirements of the show. Meaning, it's got to be not adult rated. It's got to be not kids
Adult rated.
It's got to be something that's
Adult
for an audience
rated.
that's gonna be entertaining. That's not over sexualized content. It can't be overly gory because that's the other thing. Like YouTube,
Overly
sadly,
gory?
with gore has a lot of issues.
Wait, who's gonna send you gore on YouTube, Phil? What the fuck are you talking about? Who's gonna send him a gore video, a live leak video? Yeah, they might send him some video game gore, but that's pretty much safe on YouTube.
If there's a video that has gore in it, it might get flagged. It might get blocked.
Yeah, the college story part, I'm not sure. Do you know if it's from this one or a different video? Because that, man, she was giving such faces in that video. You could see the jealousy all over her face. I wish I could find it. There's something with my browser just getting slow as fuck for some reason. Can't even open YouTube. I don't know.
You know, it's
Let's wait until it
something
opens.
different, right? Because if I'm playing a video game,
And it can't be my internet because I'm literally streaming right now.
whatever's in the game goes, right? Literally, whatever's in the game is fine. But when you're doing a different kind of channel like this, sadly, you do have to kind of work out what works and what doesn't, and what's going to be allowed and what's not. And the longer we get into doing this, you know, it's now been 3 months. Sadly, you see certain stuff doesn't work, or YouTube doesn't like it, or doesn't agree with it, and that's the kind of content we gotta, you know, kind of get away from. So if you're interested in the show, check it out. 3 parts are live as of this morning. 3 more parts will go live over the course of the week. It's a good variety show, although you never know what you're gonna see. The members seem to love it. I mean, more and more people every week become members and start nominating videos. I think, you know, now we have over 100 members on the channel, which is outstanding. I mean, that's really how I make money on
Awesome,
that
let's
channel.
skip through this.
Because if I do, maybe I could kill them easily. I don't know. I'm going to try it, but I don't think I'm going to beat them. I think I'm going to come back to it later. I'll give it a couple shots, though.
What,
and
the
then we're gonna head
trolls?
to a new planet. I don't know what the...
Oh yeah, we're skipping the gameplay summary.
Weekend, I rented it when I was a kid, and I didn't like it. Then I went back and played
Do we
the
have a
HD version
transcript? Oh,
later,
yes, we
and I
do.
liked it. So, Shivering Owls DLC, it was kind of a...
Yep.
Is Tier Maker. And we're going to be doing several Tier Maker rankings related to fighting games and Street Fighter in general. Perhaps we can rate overall fighting games. Cammy, you know, these staple female characters. Makoto.
This shit is ass,
I
dude.
feel
What the
like
fuck?
If I'm going to get through this month, and I'm going to get through Zelda...
Oh, it's 6 minutes in. Well, if my Edge starts responding, then I might play it. I don't know why I can't even open a new page.
Star Wars.
At least this one is working.
Elden Ring.
Hold on, let me just restart the whole thing. Acting like a little silly goose. Okay, well, seems like it worked this time. Hey, there we go, we're back. Let me just put it on your screens. And yep, that should be it. Was 6 minutes into the DSP and CACT vlog. I think, yeah, it was this one. Here.
That's not even close to saying Derek. All right, and now we have a top tip. One time that we were throwing each other around the dorm room. I already.
Oh yeah, it was this one. Okay.
Stories. I saw the video. You talked about the story with you and the fire alarms and a crazy ex.
The crazy ex. The moment the crazy ex thing. The moment we give the face.
That was not a crazy ex. That was just some girl. At that party went nuts. Okay.
Oh, and she tilts the head away. But she's already visualizing murdering that woman.
No, I mean, outside of the stories, I've told you guys so many stories about my college days. I told you about how we used to wrestle in the dorm. And
they used to wrestle.
We were throwing each other around the dorm room. I already told you about the party where we got into trouble because we had liquor and my stupid roommate had pot. I told you about how the cop accidentally stepped on the pot. I don't think I've ever told. There's only like 2 or 3 college stories that I have, and I'm pretty sure I've told you all of them.
Bruh. The most bizarre thing for me is like, how can you be so jealous of fucking Dave of all people? Like, this dude, he looks like shit. He got no confidence for shit. So he's not, he's not gonna go out there and pull some chicks. He's not gonna go out there and cheat on you because he doesn't fucking want to. He probably can't get his dick hard. He's broke. He's unsuccessful. He's literally the opposite of what makes a man attractive. And you're like extremely jealous of this dude?
At this point. So honestly, no, I don't honestly think I don't
Come
have
on, Cat.
Stories.
Come on.
Because the thing is, my college career was very short-lived.
Get a
I only
grip.
lived on college,
Get a drip.
On campus for 1 semester, and then I moved back off and lived with my parents again. So
Why?
It's like, how much could happen in 1 semester? Like 2 crazy things? Or...
I think something happened that caused him to move back with his parents.
Right?
Because dudes usually, that something happens in university or college that makes you move back with your parents. Something happens. This is the story that we're not investigating enough, even though we probably couldn't find out anything because it happened like, what, 15, 20 years ago? No, he was like the loser guy who embellishes all the stories from university to make it seem like he was partying so hard. Man, we were like partying. My room was like the party room, and we was having like 20 people show up every day.
But I think I told you about the time when I smoked pot. And it was laced with something, right?
Laced pot.
All right, good thing
It was probably just normal pot. That's what happens to people that smoke too much and don't usually smoke. They get fucked up and think it's laced.
Fixed it. Right? I smoked pot. I was laced with some crazy shit.
Laced.
And I don't even remember the whole day. And the next thing
doesn't remember the whole day.
Like the next day with my roommate's parents, and we woke up like in late afternoon. We were like, "Holy shit, where'd the whole day go?" Like a whole day.
Yeah, it was just hung over from pot, dude. It's not it doesn't have to be laced with like crack or flocka or something like that.
Because whatever was in this pot had like made us had time lapse in our fucking head.
Yeah. They had time lapse.
No, I don't really have any
That's some bullshit.
Stories to tell about.
That's how people who don't smoke weed talk about smoking weed. Dude, I'm so fucked up right now. I think I'm having a time lapse.
College experience was very, very limited, and
Kat forgot she was a part of the stream, and he forgot she was a part of the stream too, which is very positive. That makes me think that they're soulmates, truly, because they care for each other deeply.
Much exciting there to talk about.
She also forgot the camera is on because she's just obviously disinterested in being there. It's almost like she's there just to bring in some money and then go back to her hole.
I accidentally clicked on something.
I mean the stable.
What the fuck? I accidentally opened a browser I didn't want to open.
Oops.
Get out of there. Close this.
Okay.
Oh god, no. See, that's you're wrong, Baby Jim Bob. That's not correct. The story that you're talking about. The vomiting story.
The vomiting story.
Diarrhea story was not a college story. That was actually just, I believe that was actually the summer between high school and college, but that's not the story. It has nothing to do with college, so.
It has something to do with a girl, though.
We got a question for Kat from Empress Wagons.
Oh, Empress Wagons.
Did you ever play the Metro games? I just recently beat them both, and they're really good. Have you ever played any of the Metro games before?
Played one. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was...
Yeah. Oh, get a little closer to the...
No, she's never even been on the Metro. Anyway, so let's go back to the bust cast.
Or at least keep Elden Ring going. As well as play maybe some other new games.
And
like,
this is still scheduled.
Oh my god, no gaming all weekend. I think that makes more sense. I think people would enjoy that a little more.
And let's skip this.
So
This
that's
is
how
more
we're gonna handle
schedule.
it. All right, so I'm listening to all of your feedback. Not
You're listening to all of your
too many
feedback.
days away from gaming. Don't do too many special events in a month. Got it. Heard.
Okay.
Don't do back-to-back reacts. Got
Hold
it.
on. So, if you click on this podcast, something great happens. You see this? We go through episodes. So, dude, I get what he did. So, episode 1 is when he freshly rebranded it, right? 10 months ago. And then at some point on episode 8, in between episode 8 and episode 9, there is literally 9 months worth of stream. So 250 episodes are gone. And now we just continue like nothing ever happened. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So silly, man. I love this dude. He should have just rebranded it again as the, I don't know what, the Philcast or something. I don't know. Some stupid shit like that. Phil's Talk and Gawk. There you go.
Sway. Her on your weekly react show.
The Sway Show, yeah. Sway in the morning. Isn't that already a thing?
Okay. Listening, learning, taking
listening,
feedback,
learning,
improving. That's what it's all about, right? So thank you for all of your feedback.
So I would like to, as I go along this podcast, I want to take like mental notes of how long each segment usually is, because usually when I watch them I restream it, so I sit through the whole thing. But now it's so far 36 minutes of recaps and schedule. 36 minutes.
Comments on videos, you know, comments here on in the live chat. People who send me emails and stuff. It's all very important feedback that I really cherish.
Very important.
I really thank you all for that. Okay, thank you so very much. Now, what do you mean chat's getting derailed? What's going on? Am I missing something? Hold on.
Welcome, ignore him. Is getting derailed. Because now you know everything's gonna get derailed.
Here.
But it's like at this point he can't. That's why he's so paranoid. He can't even tell the difference between the LARPers and the real fans. He used to be able to, and now you legitimately can't. Legitimately, you can't. And some people, I look at him and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a real fan, but I really hope it's a LARPer.
Dang, chat seems fine.
And imagine how many of those people are sending him emails behind the scenes.
Twilight says, why not replay your first ever?
Hey Phil, I love your content. I've been watching since 1638, and it's so good. My favorite playthrough is when you played Silent Hill 2 Remastered Edition on the Nintendo DLC Switch. I fucking loved it, Dave. Keep up the good work, man. You bring meaning to my life.
The 15-year anniversary. Well, you know, that's a good point. But it's also a debate. What was my first ever playthrough? Well, the first gameplay video that I ever put out was actually Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and it was only the Star Destroyer part of the game, because that part of the game was broken, and I made a video about it, and I basically made fun of it. That was the first piece of gameplay I ever uploaded. Some of the earlier playthroughs that I did were Saints Row 2, but Saints Row 2 was not a full playthrough. It was just highlights of the playthrough.
Okay, oh no, this, I can't do this. I'm not even here to be watching the fucking podcast.
Man.
So let's skip through this trash.
Gaming.
What?
Wow.
Hold on.
What's that name? How do I say that? So, yeah. Really, in reality, I don't have much else to talk about. It looks like I just got a super chat.
And that's it. 40 minutes of recap, schedule, and the shit from yesterday, basically. Literally the shit from yesterday. And now we just do super chats. We lick the lips for like almost an hour. And we do a Q&A. But I'm not sitting through this. I'm actually gonna sit this one out. Somebody did a restream of this, so you can go watch that one. So this is gonna be this stream, I guess. All I wanted to do is watch the new drama video and make some fun of it. So I guess that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna see you next time. I'm also demoing the Sway song. I did that earlier today in the beginning of the stream. It's like the second song, so you can check that out. And I guess that's it, man. Yeah, it's just a short one, but it was fun to see what that drama video was about. And surprise, surprise, nothing new. it's nothing new. So yeah, you're around, Swaniacs.